butcher and all things presentation.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
They're just kids, hungry, cold, and vulnerable. Sadly, abused kids often feel safer on the street than they do at home. They are desperate for your help.
My mom was abusive to me throughout my childhood.
I felt like my life was in danger, like the abuse was getting worse and worse.
I slept anywhere that I could find. I slept on the subway, I slept on the street, I slept in a park.
For just $19 a month at supportcovenanthouse.org, you can give a homeless child a warm bed, a hot meal, and a better future. We'll send you this blanket as a symbol of your promise to keep them safe, loved, and sheltered.
I didn't have anywhere else to go, and I heard about Covenant House, so I came here for a place to sleep, food.
You want to know that there's somewhere you can go that's safe. So the Covenant House did that for us.
I think about Covenant House every day because without Covenant House, like, where would I be?
Please don't turn away. Let them know you care. Call or go online to supportcovenanthouse.org now.
You are watching Willow Live.
Earlier he caught up with Alistair Campbell.
Well, so many young bucks coming into the West Indies side. One of the old hands in Dinesh Ramdin. Dinesh, good to have you here. You must be pleased seeing the evolution of West Indies cricket and where you are at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment, the young guys have really turned it around. They have a good series so far with the ODI series, and hopefully we can continue to do that in the T20. Young Evan Lewis, an explosive start in the first game. Brandon King, it was his debut. Young, exciting player, did well in the CPL, so hopefully if he get a crack again, he do well for himself.
How do you see your role in this West Indies side and the mentoring that you need to do of these younger players?
Yeah, for me personally, and myself and Polly, is really to help the younger players. In T20, where they build innings, bat under pressure and try to see the game to the right to the end. And hopefully we can continue to do that, and the younger players can learn from that. And whoever comes in after me, really relish the opportunity to take it and go forward.
Okay, you won the one-day series, and now obviously the T20 series at stake. What has been the mood in the change room? What have you told them?
Yeah, it's been good so far. We're not going to relax. Keep the gas on the pedal. Going to go all out, and it's good to go out there and always win cricket games. So it's a good format for us. Go there. T20 where they build innings, bat under pressure and try to see the game. Easy going customer. And hopefully we can continue to do that, and the younger players can learn from that, and whoever comes in.
I'm going to pick up on something Dinesh Ramdin said. He talked about him and Polly being the senior state.
Okay, you won the one-day series, and now obviously the T20 series at stake. What has been the mood of that?
They need the senior players to show the way, so that the junior players who've got the potential don't play the kind of strokes they played in that run chase.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I've noticed it. And from seniors players, this is my requirement. They should stay on the crease and play till the last over. Because in the first ODI matches, have you seen, few of them players, they went till the last over. Like Shea Hope, I will give his name. But for Afghanistan, Nabi, maybe Rashid, he's just almost senior now. And there are some other players. They can take a responsibility. Azhar Afghan is there. So one of them player, And these, you can see the youngsters, they are still like trying to find the gap, but it's too early to go like these kind of shots. And short of length ball was always a problem for Afghanistan.
Yeah, Brish, it was all a matter of they looked explosive, but one stroke too many and at the wrong time.
And that's why I feel Afghanistan are not as far away as some may think. If they can get a little bit more focus, a little bit of better shot selection from some of these quite innovative and good power hitters, then they'll post good scores, they will chase a lot better. So I still think there's a lot left to come from Afghanistan, as you said, if they can get better leadership from the senior men.
Yes, they certainly will. They've got several captains in that group, and if you have a look at that batting card we were talking about, Zazai, Gurbaz and Ibrahim, those three players at the top, they're young, they're explosive, but they need someone to tell them, or maybe even a change in the batting order. Out of those three, push one of them down.
Won't be a bad option because they need to change something, but it's not about changing batting order. They should change their mind, how to play, in what time we will play the shot. So it's all about the ball selected and which one will go to the boundary and which one should I have to defense. So it's only time matter. When they understand that, I don't think so they get any problem in the future for Afghanistan matches.
Good point he makes. He wasn't just agreeing with me. I said change in the batting order. He said possibly, but it's all up there.
It is a mental thing, and that's why there are far less upsets, like when you get to a T20 World Cup with teams now, because the senior teams take it quite smartly now. One of the key things to look forward tonight, or a couple of them, where do the West Indies bowl to Afghan? They know he'll go deep into his crease. They know Gurbaz will go leg side. When the West Indies come to bat, where do you bowl to Pollard? You know slower balls are going to come. So those little matchups tonight are the things that I'm looking for to see how they're countered.
It's always good to know. Ian Bishop thinks one step ahead. That's why, in terms of being a bowling captain, not just in the commentary box, but out there, a valuable asset, which is what Afghanistan needs. What about the surface? Will that play a part? Will dew play a part? First, the 22 yards, in charge, Alistair Campbell.
Well, it's game 2 here in Lucknow at the Akana Stadium, and this was the pitch for the previous game, so we're 1 over. We're still on the Katak Claybake, no mistake about that, but we're closer now to the grandstand, and as I stand here, when I'm cutting the ball as a left-hander, about 50, 60 metres there, but have a look in the distance over there, how big that boundary is to the leg side. So big area to clear there if you're left-hander hitting away in that direction. That's the news from out here on the particular surface here tonight. Well, I'm going to come down to a length. If you remember my previous pitch report, this pitch over here, there was a lot more grass. Let me come down on a length and show you that it's very bare here, and a lot of these cracks are quite loose as well. So it looks like it's had a bit more rolling, it's a bit drier, and it's been shaved a wee bit as well. So what does that normally mean? Well, it normally means that it's going to be slower, lower, and probably turn a wee bit more. So I expect this to be a little bit more tougher for the batsmen, particularly if the bowlers are changing their pace. Dew was a huge factor. We saw how wet it was in the game the other night, and I think that'll be a factor here tonight. So that will also determine what the captain chooses to do at the toss.
A little slower and lower fields, Alistair Campbell. Bish, would that change your thinking process in terms of where you're going to be bowling to your batsmen?
Yeah, it will do quite a lot. It will impact, okay, let's start at the very top. It will impact how you go when you bat. It will impact how many slower balls Kesrick Williams when he bowls.
It's ahead. Rashid, you've won the toss. What are you going to do?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We would like to have bat first.
Okay, that's a turn up for the books. I mean, we've seen the Dew there. Are you trying to just do something different, give yourself a better chance of winning the game?
Yeah, exactly. I think, we're just trying our best to do something different, won the toss and let's have a batting first. And I think on a wicket like this, having a good total on the board, it's always tough to chase that. But, still we have our strength is bowling, and we will try our best to do the basics right and do well.
You find yourself in the same position as the One Days, needing to win to stay in the series. Is that extra pressure for you?
Not at all. I think we just need to focus on playing good cricket. We have a good chance like today to come back in the series. What happened in the ODI that is past, and we just need to focus on today's game and give 100%. And the mistakes we have done in the last game in T20, I think just trying our best not to repeat those mistakes and do as much positive as possible.
Okay, any changes for tonight?
Yeah, we have one change. Farid Malik is not playing. Instead of him, Karim Jannat is playing.
Good luck for tonight.
Thank you.
Karen, I'll get you. You're probably doing what you want to be doing?
Yeah, of course. Another fresh wicket again, and not particularly sure what it's going to do. So, get the opportunity to bowl first on it. We'll take that. But again, toss is always 50-50. So, and it's always good when the opposition tells you to do something, so you don't have to make that decision.
Tell me about the first game. I thought the bowling in particular suffocated them really well and went to plan.
Yeah, of course. Again, that's always some of the conversations we ever had. When you put runs on the board, the batsmen have to come and chase it. So once we stick discipline and we stick to our plans, obviously, and take our chances, we right into the game. So again, more of the same. Yes, this time we'll be bowling first. So now we have to try and suffocate them, even more.
Series win on the line, familiar territory as opposed to the One Days. You feeling confident?
Yeah, we are. But again, all those things are the past, we have to deal with what's in front of us right now, and this is this game. So again, the focus on the energies and the planning is for this one. So hopefully the guys can go out and, as I said, we can tick the boxes, and the results will take care of itself.
Any changes?
Yeah, one forced change. Allen, he twisted his knee in the first T20. He misses out. Kimo Paul comes into the squad, and obviously Len Simon still has not recovered from the bug, so he doesn't play. So again, I said, another opportunity for guys to go out and showcase their talents.
Good luck for tonight.
Thank you.
Well, that's the news from our chair in the middle. Rashid Khan of Afghanistan has won the toss, surprisingly, decided to bat first.
Just a quick reminder of the teams. Karim Jannat, the one change for Afghanistan, and for the West Indies, Kimo Paul. We saw the injury to Fabian Allen, so that's a like-for-like replacement in a sense, a medium-pace all-rounder. But more than looking at the teams, I'm going to get a quick final reaction from the guests in the studio. Ian Bishop, win toss, bat first. How surprised were you?
Well, Afghanistan are going to have to fight against the dew, because as we stand here, the dew's already started forming. So that's one critical thing that they're going to have to battle against later tonight.
And a final thought from Hamid Hassan. Now that you've decided to bat first, how much do you think you need to put West Indies in trouble?
Oh, as much as they can, because we can see dew from now on. At least they put 180 plus runs to survive.
Thank you, gentlemen. Very simple answer from here, as much as they can possibly get. A final reminder, Afghanistan winning the toss and batting first. It's up to Alistair Campbell and to Devendra Kumar in the commentary box.
Thank you, Gautam. Thank you very much. Hazratullah Zazai is there. Will there be any change in approach here in Lucknow? Atal Bihari Vajpayee International Cricket Stadium, hosting the second T20 International of the three-match series into his 12th match, 493 runs at a strike rate of 164. He hasn't been batting characteristically. It's been a quite different approach that he's brought in this series, in one-day series. But Gurbaz into his second match at a tender age 18. A lot of expectation from him. Perished early of the very first delivery, the short selection, the mindset, lot of thought just before the beginning of the match. Jason Holder to begin the proceeding for West Indies into his 13th match, 10 wickets across formats. He bowls really well. In the commentary box, I'm Devendra. With me is Alistair Campbell. Good evening, Alistair.
Evening, Dev. Evening, everybody. Well, we all know what's at stake in this game. It's a simple one. Afghanistan need to win it to level the series, keep themselves in it. The West Indies win it. They take an unassailable 2-0 lead. So we're nearly ready to rock and roll here at the Khan. And the umpire signals that we're going to get the first ball underway. Jason Holder will be bowling to Stratula Zaizai.
Swings it through the onside. Typical Hazratullah Zazai stroke for a 6. What a dramatic start to the contest.
There we go. There we go. They've got the opportunity really early to get those placards up and show the 6 side. This is right out the middle of the bat. It's not a great delivery, you'd have to say, from Jason Holder. It's in the slot exactly where he would have been wanting it to pitch, and he flicks it over the leg side. That is a long hit. I said in my pitch report, left-hander hitting out to that side of the ground. That's all of 70, 80 metres to that boundary, so that's carried around about 90-95. Big blow.
Hits him on the head. So very good starts. The mindset they were talking about, whether to play attacking shots. That's what they are famous for. Afghanistan cricket team over the years. It's about instilling fear in the opposition team rather than suffering. Playing from the non-strike. That's what they say. Especially Tendulkar mentioning this point in his autobiography. Playing 5 years. It's all about playing from the non-striker rather than thinking about your own game and getting worried about what's going to transfer to you.
Yeah, that's a length. That's a better length. Got a bit of a wake-up call first delivery. Jason Holder running in, a little loose now. Thought he'd get away with it. Bang! And that jolted him into action. And back to bowling the length that he needs to be bowling to Hasratullah. Got the highest strike rate in world cricket in T20 cricket, Hasratullah Zai. 164. So he comes with some pedigree and some reputation. You've got to get it spot on as a bowler. Otherwise, he's going to try and take you on.
Pulls through the onside. He got the field in the boundary at a square position, but he finds the gap for 4.
Yeah, lovely stuff. We saw him flick one off his legs first delivery. This time, Jason Holding.